Señoras y señores, bienvenidos al partido de hoy.
There is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Forlan tries to pass it through. Mohun Bagan do have a chance to counter here. That is good strength. Neymar finds himself offside. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Gerrard. And it's Messi. Played out wide. Rijkaard attempts a clearance. Mohun Bagan with the corner, there first. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. This is Owen. Oh, this is a great position. McAllister. Mohun Bagan getting forward at times, but achieving little of substance. And the shot! What a save by Seaman! Corner number 2 then. Rijkaard. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Van Basten. That's been slipped through. He's found the way through. Real chance here. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And this is Ibrahimovic. Neither side yet able to find the net. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Bagan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, super find. Van Basten showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. No second thought, a straight red card. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a
Fallen! Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Nagatomo. He's got away, and it's Messi. Kajiolu did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Gerrard. Messi. Ibrahimovic. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Nicely weighted ball. Deftly away. That'll be a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. And he's managed to get rid.
Bagan have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
He has found a way through. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Uruguay clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And he plays one through. Takes a shot! Oh, it's come loose. Fallen! And that was struck with genuine force. And he was quick to react. Knocks it out wide. Kajiolu with the delivery. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Zanetti powering forward here, and he welcomes it in. Rijkaard. Messi. And Nagatomo. And it's Ibrahimovic. It's a pretty loose pass. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, we've seen at times it can be harder to play against 10, and that seems to be holding true so far. Something I've experienced in the past, and with this sort of intensity and fearlessness, who knows, they might just get something they want.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. So we're off again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Pass somewhat off target, and this is Van Basten. Van Basten. And this is Forlan. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
He's won a shooting chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's picked his way through. Goes for a shot! He's scored!
What a way to stamp your authority on this game, Peter. He was clearly thinking several moves ahead of everyone in the lead up to the goal. I was thinking at the break someone had to show real courage. That's it.
It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Still no way through. And he's decided to go for it. And that is doing no harm at all.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
No, that's been intercepted. Rijkaard.
The Hoonbagan are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Rijkaard. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Neymar. And that's gone loose. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And he's taking no chances there. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Mohun Bagan claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. So, third corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. Raul. And now a sudden chance to counter. Forlan gets into a good position. Lovely bit of skill. Kajolu gets a cross in. And now they can clear their lines.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
He's beaten the last man. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Out towards the flank. And this is Messi. That has been slung wide. Silvestre made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Passing is crisp and sharp. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Zanetti gets over and intercepts.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Howson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Great vision. Raul.
Uruguay really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
That has been cut short. Raul. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. Zanetti cuts it out, and here's Raul.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Now it's Puskás. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Now it's Forlan. And it's McAllister. Flings in across. Defending of the desperate variety. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, perfectly measured that. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 6.
Ah, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Número 9. Número 17.
Albert Ferrer with the clearance.
Número 3.
We are into overtime.
Javier Zanetti.
Ooh, can he get onto this?
Número 13.
Oh, it's just lacking in accuracy. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Well, there's the clearance. That has not gone well. Looking for the run. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, great chance! Picked out, real chance! That's going to go a long way. And we're done. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Messi taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Mohun Bagan may not have finished with 11. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So things are underway. Liverpool have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive.
Towering header! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Could move up a gear here. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
It's Dembele! He's scored! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
No, just not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Messi. Vieira. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Son Heung-min. Pass is just off target. Thuram. And it's Lampard.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Quarter of an hour played. And it's Lampard. And he's managed to get free. It's run loose here.
Mahun Bagan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Nagatomo, he's picked his way through. Nagatomo delivers.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Ibrahimovic. Nice looking ball. He's had a shot! Goal! They have come roaring back.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
25 minutes in.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
There you go. That's what happens when you've got top-class talent.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Vieira. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, it's come loose. Vieira. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And he's there to belt it away. And here's Dembele. Oh, lovely feet. Oh, shooting chance! Ibrahimovic. Nagatomo is one whose deliveries we all know about. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And here's Ibrahimovic. He's having a pop! And that's off target.
Ibrahimovic clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Messi. Messi, he's got away. There, Messi! And a neat finish! And they've got their lead back.
Ibrahimovic really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Engages and forces him off the ball. He's found space here. Now it's Mbappe. He has found the way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. It'll be a throw-in. Another throw-in. Vieira is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And here's Owen.
3 minutes at a time.
Owen proves just a little bit too strong. Messi. Will play through for the wide man. He's found a way through. Dembele. Backward it goes. Son Heung-min. And we've reached half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Vieira did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Owen.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Lampard. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Steaming on goalwards. Oh, what a mistake! Ibrahimovic! And it's in! And this is getting better and better. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Liverpool go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat.
It's Dembele! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Liverpool appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
So what can they make of this? Oh, it's a great ball here. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Bayer clearly engaging in mind games here. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
So now the difference is 3.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Played back. Owen being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Ibrahimovic getting up there! And that's in! Certain, searing and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Mohun Bagan may be down, but not out. And a header! Harmlessly behind.
Substitution for Liverpool, number 7.
Liverpool choosing to make the first change.
Number 14, Lionel Messi. Number 18, Kylian Mbappe. Number
Now it's
26,
Snyder.
Frank Lampard.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Number 21, Wesley Sneijder.
Well, the defence just
Number
about
6,
came out on top, but they were
Eden
certainly
Hazard.
tested.
Number 20, Alessandro Del Piero. Number
Now it's
4,
Owen. Now he's got space here. Ibrahimovic! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. And it's Azar. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Now it's Owen. A probing pass. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Pass just lacking in accuracy. And he's intervened well there. Yamal. Here's Nagatomo. Guardiola. And here's Ibrahimovic. And it's Guardiola. And he's chosen to go back. Opts for safety. And here's Owen. That's tidy. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Seedorf. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Knocks it into space. Buffon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And he was quick to react. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Seedorf powering forward here. Goes down, but nothing given. Vieira looking for the run. And this is Del Piero. Shot a goal! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy!
Number 22.
And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit. And that will be it. Mohun Bagan have very little in the way of excuses here. Simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome.
This is a quick reminder to let you know.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to.
Oh, what a sight this
today's
is. The
match.
colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
He's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
That's an imaginative pass. It's Van Basten! And the shot! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
Borussia Dortmund have reclaimed it. Now it's Luis Suarez. He's got away. Luis Suarez! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Elects to cross. And that has been cleared. Well read, and the danger is averted. Now it's Son Heung-min. Probing pass. Chips it through. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Araujo clears it away. It's a good run, that. Great timing.
Well, sometimes you can see it coming a mile off, yet because of the timing of both the run...
Decent chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Out again for a throw-in. Played in. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Tries to get it clear. Shot a goal!
That's just playing it safe and simple. Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though. Luis Suarez! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Can he get on the end of this? Great ball, and he's in here. And he was alert to it. And here's Yamal. Yamal! Deftly away. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Messi running with intent. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Son Heung-min has it in a wide position. Looking to play him in. Chance! And he's stuck it away. They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, cracking ball. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira, and he decides to cross it. Counts! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cout is offering a wry smile there.
It's a searching pass. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He can run onto that. He's found some chance, surely! And he's gone looking for safety. That has been cut short. Looking for options for movement. That is a brilliant interception. And that has not gone well. Pull it. And the counter is on. And he's in on goal. He's got to be quick to recover this. And he can thump it away. Yamal. Nagatomo is always looking to play quality balls. Pull it. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, he's found support out wide. Baresi getting this one clear. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Well, and it's half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment. And at half-time the score is 1-1. Second period then underway. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. And it's Messi. Nice looking ball. That's beautifully weighted. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Looking for the run. That's been slipped through. Van Basten showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Silvestre has the space to scheme. Araujo clears it away. Nagatomo has it out wide and in space. And that should get the job done. Well, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Luis Suarez.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Baresi. Yamal. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Played into space. Now that's well seen too. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Gerrard. Oh, they could break here. No, that's been intercepted. Just the keeper in his way. Oh, shooting chance! And that's a good finish. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Mohun Bagan leading now.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Ronaldo is onto this. Yamal, he's in a great position here. Not the most accurate pass. Nagatomo. Oh, well played. Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Plays a sharp little ball here. And it's been hooked away.
Borussia Dortmund really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And this is Ronaldo. Now, can they get him away? He's found a way through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Bayer gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Vieira. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Tries to pass it through. And this is Ronaldo. And he's managed to get free. Albert Ferrer is there to clear. That's a throw. So changes afoot here and from both sides. So time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision making.
Marco van Basten. Number 21, Lamine Yamal.
Platini,
Number
rapid
6,
and full of intent.
Franco Baresi. Number 13, Guardiola. Number 20, Son Heung-min.
Incoming delivery.
Coming on the field. Number 9.
And he's straight offside.
Number 10, Lionel Messi. Number 2, Fabio Cannavaro. Number 8, Frank Rijkaard. Number 17, Neymar.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He can run onto that. And a chance! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught and he shoots!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Well, that is one way to stop him.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Threads one in. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He is through, shapes to shoot! And he hits the net! We thought they were done, but never say never! And that will be it. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Cristiano Ronaldo, voted man of the match and deservedly so.
Hello, everyone.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to
Well, football is, of
today's
course,
match.
ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We're up and running then. Baresi making his 300th appearance today. Just another reminder to those who missed the pre-game ceremonies.
Well, Peter, it's remarkable considering I still remember covering his first game, with you in fact. He really has come an awful long way, hasn't he?
Yamal, Lucas Vazquez chooses to go crossfield, and it's Ronaldinho. O'Reilly, Scholes, Nakamura did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Gerrard, Son Heung-min, and it's Son Heung-min to Gerrard, Guardiola, it's Albert Ferrer, great vision, he's in plenty of space here, there's the header, and a terrific save from the keeper.
Oh, and clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
O'Reilly, very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Oh, that's a... Can he finish? They've scored! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Lucas Vazquez. Oh, it's Scholes. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Albert Ferrer. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Delivered with swing. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Ronaldinho. And it's Scholes. And this is Aguero. Lucas Vazquez. And it's Scholes.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
And we have our very first corner. Ronaldinho goes short. Succumbs to the pressure. Mohun Bagan have the chance to go the other way. He's having a shot! And he's stuck it away! Barcelona are back in business! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well timed, excellent interception. Timber. Scholes. Nagatomo with a definite foul there. Scholes. And it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Totti. Totti. Now Ronaldinho. And this is Aguero. And this is Aguero. And he's found a way past. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that's neat. Oh, look, real chance! They've scored! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Barcelona leading now. Well, it's Aguero! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Aguero really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now it's Aguero. And here's Ronaldinho.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
And this is Aguero. Oh, good-looking ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Timber. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's on it. Can he get away? And he is dashing away. And the whistle goes for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 19, Lamine Yamal.
So we're underway for the second
Coming
half.
on to replace him is
Whom Bagan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
O'Reilly. Now, can they get him away? Ronaldinho gets into a good position. Shapes to shoot! In he goes again! Well taken goal. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
49 minutes in.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular...
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Seaman to save this spot kick and his team. What a save by Seaman! That has drawn gasps of disbelief.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Corner number 3 coming up. He's rising! They've got to be quick to recover this. Good play on the left-hand side here. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Not the most accurate pass. Gerrard. And this is Van Basten. Now that's well seen too. Aguero running with intent. Ambitious ball here. Great ball if he can get there. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Scholes.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Barcola. And he's had it nicked away. Mohun Bagan needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Aguero. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, just a keeper now. There's the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are disappearing out of sight.
After 68 minutes,
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Barcelona visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Tchouaméni is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
O'Reilly. Barcola. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Takes a shot! And that's a sharp finish. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Way too good, Peter.
Oh, the referee's got a decision to make here. What's he going to give? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
Substitution on the field. Number 25, Shusuke Nakamura. Number 20, Son Heung-min. Number 11, Marco Van Basten. Number 13, Guardiola. Number 6, Franco Baresi. Coming on the field. Number 10, Lionel
Dembele,
Messi.
ready to try one.
Number 17, Neymar.
Now there's a fun. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Number 8, Frank Rijkaard. Number 2, Fabio Cannavaro.
Lucas Vasquez is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Schlotterbeck. Gerrard. Now that looks a decent ball. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Tchouaméni. Gerrard. Barcola. Now the ball's gone astray. That has been slung wide. O'Reilly is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. He's picked his way through. O'Reilly. And he's gone backward here. Passes. Tries a shot! Brought out the best in the keeper. Rijkaard. And it's Gerrard. Nicely weighted ball. Shot could be on. They're urging him to shoot. Gerrard.
Full added minutes
That's
have
Owen.
been indicated.
4 added minutes on the board. Looking to play him in. And the shot! And he hits the net. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. And that is as far as it goes. Mohun Bagan can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Mohun Bagan?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to
Well, what a scene we have
match.
here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Thuram with the clearance. Turns back here, probably the best option. Now it's Van Basten. Van Basten. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rodri. Mbappe. Now it's Hullet. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And he's in on goal. That's a good ball. Might be danger here. Mohan Bagan, without doubt, seeing more of the ball and looking to turn it now into something meaningful. Quarter of an hour played. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Rodri did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Now it's Van Basten. Knocks it into space. Rodri. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Roberto Carlos with the slide tackle there. Yamal. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big. And the shot! It's a loose ball. Well, pass isn't the best.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And this is Messi.
That's going in strongly.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Son Heung-min. He's through here. Gerrard. Nagatomo is one whose deliveries we all know about. Guardiola. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh no, he's got that wrong. Guardiola. Son Heung-min. Strong running down that left flank. And it's Guardiola. Baresi. That's Gerrard. And this is Owen. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. And it's Son Heung-min. Played back towards his own goal.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Messi. No, that's been intercepted. Yamal. Looking for the run. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Vieira calmly anticipates. And here's Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's straight offside. And it's Rodri. And he's intervened well there. Son Heung-min charging forward, the ball at his feet.
1 minute at a time.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Owen. Oh, that's fabulous. This might spell... And the finish! And it's half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Reflections on the first half?
Solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And we get things going again.
The Hundagan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Gerrard. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Roberto Carlos.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Nagatomo. And that is expertly dealt with. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Owen. And he's running through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Guardiola. Well, that looks a decent ball, and that could set him on his way. Stam gets across to intercept that. And it's Nagatomo. He's picked his way through. Dida claims comfortably.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Stam cuts out the pass. And this is Pele! Aimed beyond the defence. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Manchester clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now this could be a chance.
Mahmoud Bagan have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Yamal. Oh, it's Van Basten. Yamal. He is through here. Nagatomo. That's going to go a long way. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Substitution on the field, number 14.
So we have
Michael
movement on
Owen.
both benches.
Number 21, Lamine Yamal, coming on the field.
Shin to shin,
Number
bicep
7,
to bicep, and he wins
Cristiano
out.
Ronaldo.
Well timed,
Number 25,
excellent interception.
Shusuke Nakamura.
Nagatomo. And it's Gerrard. It's played through for him. No, it's come to nothing. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now that's well seen too. Mohun Bagan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Gerrard. Roberto Carlos in with the challenge. He's got away. He has a look up.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Franco Baresi. Number 13, Guardiola. Coming on
And there's the shot! Riveting on! That is just brilliant! A finish right from the top draw! And that could well be the winner!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So the first goal of the game.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Mahmoud Bagan seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
Pirlo does well to get it back. Albert Ferrer promptly onto that, and that is that.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need...
Could be danger here! He has found the way through.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Rijkaard. Nagatomo. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the
3
ball.
minutes at a time.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. That's a nicely shaped ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mohun Bagan have reclaimed it. Oh, there's the clearance. And back to the keeper they go. But that signals the very end. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
Please turn to the screen for a special presentation.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be...
Hello, everyone, and welcome to
Well, football is, of course,
match.
ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We're up and running then. Nesta reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although...
Can he finish? They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Number 21.
Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Ibrahimovic really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Ibrahimovic.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Rice. And it's Rijkaard. Threads one in. Rijkaard. And Dani Olmo. And here's Berbatov. Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's made its way to him. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Ibrahimovic clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Alexander-Arnold ventures forward. Mohun Bagan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And it's Berbatov. Showing great feet there. Rijkaard. Rice. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Rice.
Manchester really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Oh, that is a smashing piece of defending from him. Stojkovic. That's a cute ball. Alexander-Arnold. Rijkaard. Rooney. Looking for the run. Alexander-Arnold has the space to scheme. Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, that's neat. Oh, super ball. O'Reilly has it out wide and in space.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
There's the header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Nice looking ball. That has not gone well. Alexander-Arnold. 15 minutes till half-time. Now it's Rooney. Looking for options for movement. Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Stojkovic. Now Neymar. Looking for a runner. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Rice. Dani Olmo. And it's O'Reilly. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
This looks promising. Rice. Great vision, shapes to shoot! And that is well cleared. Rice.
Mahmoud Bagan really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And it's Rice. Rooney is onto this. Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Alexander-Arnold. Akanji is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising.
Might want to be careful there.
Rice cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And it's Rice. Rice gets on his bike and on the move. Nesta. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Mohun Bagan just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Mohun Bagan are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And we get things going again.
Mahmoud Bagan can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Now it's Rice. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Bullish header! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Rice actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. Ibrahimovic getting this one clear. Mohun Bagan are looking to go forward now. It's a pretty loose pass. Tries to pass it, and the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Not the most accurate pass. Haaland takes a shot! That's put paid to the danger. Dani Olmo conjures time and space where few can. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he was alert to it. And he's heaved it away. Rice. That ball looks a good one. Rooney! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Gets his head on it! It's a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Done delicately. Good read, needed to be. Quality ball. Haaland. It's a searching pass. Floated through. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. That is a crunching tackle. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Rijkaard. And it's Rice. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Nicely weighted ball. Decent chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Picked out, he's having a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And this is Berbatov. Shevchenko. To Bale. It's a good run down the right. He's got away. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Stojkovic. Ibrahimovic being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Pepe. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
They'll have one final crack at it. Tries to play it through. Great chance! And needless to say, that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Pepe. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Rooney, looking understandably energised after his goal. And it's Gattuso. Can he get on the end of this? No, it's come to nothing.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And the ball's come loose here. Looking here to chip it through. He's cut it out. Oh, it's a great ball here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
O'Reilly. O'Reilly's cross. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. O'Reilly. Rice.
There will be
This is a
1
promising
minute at a
build-up.
time.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. And that will be it. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Czech picking up the Man of the Match
Those of you
award,
making their
and
way
no
home
surprise
on public
there.
transportation today, please watch. Hello everyone, and welcome to
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. And he shoots! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up.
Oh, what has happened here? Oh, that's neat. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Played out wide. No, didn't quite have the weight on it. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And the cross comes in. It's a clearance, but not much of one. Very nicely done. Shapes to shoot! And it's come back out to him.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. So just a one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Driving forward. Aguero going face-to-face with his great rival. Stojkovic. Aimed beyond the defence. Ah, that's a fine interception. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Bagan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Mbappe makes a dash for it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Los Angeles clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, good spread. Bale, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And it's Stojkovic. He's got away, and here's Ibrahimovic. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Trossard producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Alexander-Arnold. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well...
It's Rooney! Trossard. And it's Rooney. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Zanetti. Nice looking ball. And this is Ibrahimovic. Akanji gets it away. Fabian Ruiz. That has been cut short. Gattuso. And it's Shevchenko. Fabian Ruiz. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Aguero will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, they could break here. Looking for options for movement. Rooney! Rooney looking sharp there.
Okay, it didn't quite come off on this occasion, but you get the feeling as a team they might want to just stick with this approach.
And this is Rooney. Big chance! And it's in! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
After 37 minutes in.
That is so good, such
11.
sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
He can run onto that. Now he's had a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Shot could be on. Tries a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now they can spring out of defence.
There
Trossard.
will be 1 minute at a time.
He'll try from distance! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous... The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Leandro Trossard. Coming on the field.
There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Naul.
And it's Serginho. Serginho. That is lovely. Now, can they get it back? Oh, shooting chance! It's there!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Now that looks a decent ball. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Rooney. Raul. Rooney, and he's lost his man here. It's Rooney! Oh, that could be pivotal! He gave it plenty and some, thrashed it in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Number 11.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
So the lead now is 2.
To be expected.
Can he finish? Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are disappearing out of sight. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
And the shot! Aguero.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Mbappe gets into a good position. Costa Curta. To Bale. Gattuso. Cannavaro. Bonucci. The defender is not giving up on this. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Mbappe. And he's running through. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Searching pass he's played there. And it's Serginho. And that could set him on his way. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And this is Bale. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's been slipped through. Oh, that's fabulous. And that is masterful defending. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He'll fancy himself from here. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them.
22, Andrei Shevchenko. Number 4,
Rooney! Crossbar comes to the rescue. And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
Number 7,
Rooney.
Ronaldo.
Raul.
Number 14,
And this is Rooney. Rooney!
Number 13,
And he's done very well to deal with it.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had.
It's Rooney! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Los Angeles really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
So, third corner of the game. Alexander-Arnold goes short. He intercepts the throw. That's well read. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Mohun Bagan do have a chance to counter here. And this is Pele! Lovely feet. And it's Gattuso. And no, that was never going to make it. Rooney. Bonucci calmly anticipates. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Gattuso. Pele. And it's Neymar. De Paul is always scanning the pitch for targets. Bale. Cruyff has it in a wide position. Well, that pass isn't the best. Akanji getting this one clear. And it's Gattuso. Looking to play him in. And that's really well manoeuvred. And he was quick to react. De Paul. Cruyff. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chips it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And that is as far as it goes. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game.
Bienvenidos al partido de hoy.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see. And that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count.
Shapes to shoot! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. Not the best distribution from the keeper. It's a pretty loose pass. What a throw in. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's made its way to him. Serginho.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Van Basten. Mohun Bagan leading here thanks to that early bullish header! And he couldn't finish.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
He has a look up.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Lampard. Van Basten, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Great vision. Steaming on. And the shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Nicely shaped ball. And it's been played through. Can he finish? Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Barcelona have their second corner now. Hoisted in. Baresi clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Lampard! And the ball's come loose here. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. De Bruyne looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Lampard. Serginho. Serginho's cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And smartly reclaimed.
That was lovely, that.
Tries a shot! He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Gattuso, and he's forced to go back. De Bruyne is the team's great visionary. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Mbappe does well not to be outdone there. And it's De Bruyne. De Bruyne running with intent. And De Bruyne! And again! And a neat finish! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Davids. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Great ball, and he's... And a chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Messi. Serginho. Lofted in. Cleared without hesitation. It's been shipped out wide. And once more he proves rigid and robust. And that is the end of the first half. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Mohun Bagan are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. So right back into the action. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Roberto Carlos. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Davids running with the ball. And it's Belletti. Shot a goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Bonucci did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Ferdinand. Now it's Lewandowski. And that has been cleared. Costa Curta with the clearance. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them. Tries to thread one through. Can he get onto this? Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Messi, now looking to orchestrate a counter. Ibrahimovic looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Driving forward. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Mbappe, looking to play him in. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Gattuso. Lewandowski. Messi. And he can thump it away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Played for Lampard. And here's Van Basten. Belletti.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Lewandowski. Lampard. Ibrahimovic. And it's Gattuso. Now Mbappe. Roberto Carlos. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And it's Gattuso. And it's Ibrahimovic. Played back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, if you dwell on it for that long, that's what happens.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. That's been cut out, well played. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Mahmoud Bagan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Delicate ball and it... Messi! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he can clear it away. Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
The most accurate pass.
Serán sustituidos por El dorsal 8.
Hazard.
El dorsal 7.
Oh, that's well done, really robust.
El dorsal 6. El dorsal 23.
Roberto Carlos,
Neymar.
the man that is tenacity personified. And the keeper's got it again. Check, a keeper with complete command over his defence.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
He is through here. And that's that. Mohun Bagan are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to...
Well, football is, of
today's
course,
match.
ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Gerrard. Son Heung-min. Roberto Carlos. And here's Son Heung-min. Oh, that looks a decent ball. And the finish! Company clears without hesitation. Just eases him off the ball. Gerrard. And this is Ronaldo. Great vision. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Guardiola. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Gerrard. Messi. Impressive jump. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
He's there to hit it! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, what has happened here? And that has left him in a heap. Kubo. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And here's Messi. And this is Neymar. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Owen might just make this. Thuram. Now it's Messi. He's got away. And this is Gerrard. So it is still 0-0. Gerrard. And it's Owen. And it's Son Heung-min. And here's Ibrahimovic. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Gerrard. And this is Ronaldo. And this is Messi. Son Heung-min. And the counter is on. And it's Owen. Half an hour played now. Now Son Heung-min. It's a threatening ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Guardiola gets over and intercepts. Baresi. Guardiola. And it's Gerrard. And this is Messi. That's a nicely shaped ball. Takes a shot! They've scored! There was to be only one outcome.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Kuala Lumpur City have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. 40 minutes gone, half-time closing in. Roberto Carlos. That is good progress on the left. Strokes it back. Oh, that's superb. And he's running through. Owen had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
1 minute at a time.
That is ended up in no man's land. And for the first half, that is that. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Mohun Bagan unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So off we go again.
Mohun Bagan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And it's a corner. Kuala Lumpur City have their second corner now. Getting up there! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Gerrard. Owen. And here's Ibrahimovic. Gerrard. Good running, strong and purposeful. He can run onto that, and that's a good ball. He's come in hard. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And he's picked it up out wide. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. So, third corner of the game. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now it's Messi. Well read, nice interception. Mohun Bagan still this single goal behind. 60 minutes played. Oh, nice one too, very nice. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! Now there's a terrific hit. Kubo is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Now, can they get him away? Kukurea finds himself offside. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller. Kuala Lumpur City are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Played in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Guardiola. To Gerrard. And this is Ibrahimovic. And this is Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that could set him on his way. He has found the way through. Gerrard, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. And it's Nakamura. Nagatomo looking to pass their way up the pitch. Owen. And Owen! Michael Owen! Screamer! A finish of true class! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Substitution on the field, number 22, Steven Gerrard.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. We're looking at a different game now.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Guardiola. Baresi. Ibrahimovic. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Nakamura! And he's stuck it away. And the comeback is complete. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Shusuke Nakamura. Shusuke Nakamura. Shusuke Nakamura. Substitution on the field. Number 13, Guardiola.
So we have further
Number
activity
20.
on the bench here.
Son Heung-min.
Mohun Bagan
Coming
with
on
the lead.
field.
Yeah, it's
Number
all happening
23,
now. There's been an
David
upping
Beckham.
of the intention and
Number
urgency,
21,
a real step up
Lamine
in possession
Yamal.
and purpose now.
And he's only too happy to take that back.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And he's managed to get free. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Not the most accurate pass.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
And the number on the board is 3. And it's Company. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, shooting chance! And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 6.
All hands on deck for this one.
Coming on the field is number 2, Fabio Cannavaro.
This could be their final throw of the dice. Desperate defending required here. Oh, gets his head on it! Well, that's a dangerous ball. And again! It's a goal! And right near the end, we have parity.
The goal scorer for Kuala Lumpur City.
Pressure? What
Number
pressure?
20.
He feels none of it.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut.
And time is up. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Hello, everyone.
Well, Peter,
This is
I
the
suppose
moment
it's
you've
something.
all been waiting for.
Not ideal
The
for
time
either
to
side,
pick
of
out
course,
today's
although
lucky
if you look at the
numbers.
overall balance of things, neither did enough to...
Hello, everyone, and welcome to.
Well, what a scene we
today's
have
match.
here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Guardiola. Son Heung-min charging forward, the ball at his feet. Pelé. Beckham. It's Roberto Carlos. Beckham. And it's Van Basten. That's an imaginative... Gets his head on it! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
10 minutes in.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Marco Van Basten.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, it was a nice setup, but not so good beyond that.
Pelé really did pass up on a good opportunity then, but some of the build-up play was absolutely majestic.
And the keeper beats it away. Cruyff. That's a good foray he's making. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Pelé driving forwards. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Luis Suarez. And this is Zola.
Barcelona definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Pelé can so cleverly bypass the press. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Out towards the flank. Roberto Carlos making good progress. The referee has given a corner. Beckham standing over it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Luis Suarez. And here's Zola. Caught offside that time.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Mohun Bagan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Akanji is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. Beckham. Van Basten. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zola. Beckham. And it's Son Heung-min. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's clever. Beckham. Now Son Heung-min. He's found a way past. Looking to play. Great chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Yamal! Oh, that's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
And this is Luis Suarez. And the shot! That's a sharp pass. Looking for a runner. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Son Heung-min. It's Son Heung-min! Tremendous from Son Heung-min! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they are disappearing out of sight. It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
A case now of complete control. Back towards the middle. Mohun Bagan have scored 2 quick goals here. Cristiano Ronaldo with a reputation for taking on any shot. Rodri.
2 added minutes
Pelé.
have been indicated.
Knocks it into space. Son Heung-min. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
In with the challenge. Oh, that's a foul, free kick's been given. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time.
I'm afraid to tell you that...
Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. no slip-ups.
Mohun Bagan are relentlessly steamrollering their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. The second period is on the way. And here's Zola. Neither of these two want to come off second best. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And it's Van Basten. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's in on goal. Donnarumma gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Zola. Pelé. Cruyff. And here's Zola. That is lovely. He's had a shot! And yes, it's there! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Barcelona may be down, but not out just yet. Stood up well to him there. Zola. Now it's Luis Suarez. It's a searching pass. A header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Guardiola. Nicely aimed pass. Nagatomo. He is through here. That's very neat. Maldini. Cruyff. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that is one way to stop him. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Guardiola. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's managed to get free. And it's Beckham. Can he? Cristiano Ronaldo! It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Vieira. Zola.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Vieira. And here's Suarez. Guardiola. And Jamal. And this is Zola. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And this is Luis Suarez. An uncompromising challenge.
Zola really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Beckham goes sliding in. Vieira. That's a lovely, neat pass. Cruyff. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Son Heung-min. Albert Ferrer. And Akanji. Quality ball. Guardiola. And here's Van Basten. Vieira defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Nagatomo wins the duel this time. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Luis Suarez. He has a look up.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, there's a probing ball. Rodri. And here's Suarez. Son Heung-min looking understandably energised after his goal. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Cruyff. And there goes the final whistle. Mohun Bagan are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Van Basten taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
You are the winner.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Mohun Bagan